So welcome everyone to this in some way closing session of Next Day Challenge. Next Day Challenge has been a 2-week online hackathon aiming to find quick and lasting solutions to current music industry challenges and particularly live music industry challenges, which ended last Friday and which, just to mention you some numbers, has involved over 450 participants from 39 different countries around the world and more than 75 top quality mentors coming from very different areas of the music and the tech industry and much more actually. The whole initiative is born as a collaborative effort between a bunch of European organizations that I'd really like to thank for the great job. And they are The Link from France, Music Alive from UK, Music Innovation Hub from Italy, Music Norway from Norway, of course, SACEM from France, Stockholm Music City from Sweden, Technoport from Luxembourg, Teosto from Finland, and Wallipodia Music Tech from Belgium. I'd also like to thank all the great partners that helped us to communicate and share the initiatives, and also especially all the mentors for all the super insightful and very enriching sessions and discussion that they had within the 2 weeks. So thanks very much. I think that in this case, saying that participating rather than winning is the important part is very appropriate, even if it's a sentence I don't really agree with because I'm pretty competitive. But in this case, it really makes sense because what we built through Next Day Challenge is a community of brilliant people and creative minds that can only be beneficial to the music industry for a longer period. So let's keep in touch and keep this community alive. But of course, there are some winners, and that's the reason why we are here today to announce them. And that's what we are going to do now. So basically, we are first going to announce the 6 hackathon winners, and they will be introduced by each track coordinator. That I remind you were Olivier for Access track, Ivan for Next Day for Fun Engagement track, and Turo for Value track. So they will be introducing the 2 winning projects per track. And afterwards, we will be also announcing the 6 projects that won the Fastrack category. They've been experiencing a very long pitch session yesterday that lasted over 4 hours. And today we are finally going to announce them. And for this, we are going to have Jerome that is also going to dive into details for the acceleration phase that all these people and all these participants gain access to through the winning of this great project. So let's start with the pitch session, and let me introduce you Olivier for the Access track.
Thank you, Anna. So it's a pleasure being here today and having supported as coordinator. I was granted being able to follow 15 active projects who work really hard during the 12 weeks, meeting mentors, exchanging with us about currently the sustainability of a value proposal they wanted to bring towards the Access track. Just to recall, currently the Access track was currently considering the fact that given the special case that we are currently now under lockdown or now opening to lockdown, what are the new solutions or alternative solutions to enhance production capabilities given the challenges of the industry, meaning effective production capability to quickly broadcast, curate quality productions with augmented capabilities, considering new type of media mix-up and cross-media, making all that sustainable in the sense that each party will be able to share currently the value of what is being produced. So we received awesome solutions, and thank you for all the participants. As Anna said, it was competitive, and thanks to the jury members and mentors, currently the group was distinguished by half points in some given evaluations, which makes the difference for some. The thing again, it's about a challenge. 2 has been selected per track. I'm going to announce the 2 selected projects into the Access track. We are going to pitch just after. So I'm very happy and glad to be able to have supported two given selected projects, naming firstly Jam Space, which is going to pitch soon, and Network Electronic Music Tool, which will pitch shortly. Congratulations to the winners, and to all of our projects. I'm looking forward to follow up with you on your projects. And congratulations again to the winners, and I will leave them to the pitch.
So thank you, Olivier. And yeah, let me introduce you Stefano Fasciani from Network Electronic Music Tool.
Thank you, Anna, and thank you, Olivier, and thanks to all the organizer of this wonderful event. Just a few words about NEMT, or Network Electronic Music Tools. What it is a package of software tools that enable electronic musicians and DJs that are in separate locations to play together over the internet synchronously. So we can play music that has a common tempo, and we can keep the common tempo. NEMT streams bidirectionally and synchronously uncompressed audio up to 4-channel, MIDI, analog clock signals, and clocks. Analog control signals and clocks. The novelty of this NEMT, of this system, is that we use application-specific techniques to cope automatically or semi-automatically with the latency of the network, which is the main problem with telematic music performances. The tools can be highly customized to accommodate different use cases, and it works with any software and hardware system. There are many possible applications. For instance, we can play in sync over the internet with sequence, digital or analog musical instrument and drum machine. And here we use a master-slave approach. So at the slave node, it's also possible to play the instrument manually, so there can be a human playing the instrument. Another example is doing back-to-back DJ set over the internet. And the latency is dynamically adjusted between the two parties. So the DJ that is actually mixing is not affected by latency. And another possible application is to integrate into digital audio workstation hardware synthesizer that are sitting elsewhere. So that are in another physical location. When using NIMT, the audio sounds okay. So it's in sync at both ends at all time. And therefore the audience is allowed at both locations. How can we use it? I mean, during this pandemic, NIMT offer probably one of the few opportunities to play together if we cannot be together. And eventually we can webcast the result of this telematic music performance. How can we use it after the pandemic? When things hopefully soon will go back to normal, we can think about NIMT to reduce the environmental impact of traveling to different venues. But we can also think about increasing the revenues or increasing or reducing the cost for organizing event. For instance, we can have the same band or the same duo split into two separate locations, so into different clubs, and play in front of two physical venues at the same time. So that's all from my side. And once again, thank you very much, and I'll give it back to Anna.
Thank you very much, Stefano, and congrats again. Now let's give the word to Alice from GemSpace, which is the second winner of the Fastrack.
Thank you, Anna. So hello, my name is Alice Robelin, and I've been working with Alexandre Moreau throughout the whole challenge. So our company is called GemSpace, and it's a platform that lets musicians connect easily through jam sessions, which usually take place in music studios. So the platform was launched about 1 year ago, and it gathered already several hundred users. So during the crisis, we noticed that the music studios were closed. So we had to look for other opportunities, and we saw that there was a growing need for remote playing. And we think that this is a need that's going to last even after the crisis. So this is why we entered the challenge to develop an easy-to-use solution for musicians to play remotely with the lowest possible latency. So the main components of our solution is that we would like it to be available from any web browser and to be a software as a service solution that people could use without downloading anything. And also we would like to make it easy to use with a very simple interface so that anybody could use it without any tech knowledge. And this would be also suitable for amateur musicians. And then the last thing is that we would like to reduce the latency to an acceptable level. And we saw that for musicians to play remotely without feeling the latency, it should be between 30 to 50 milliseconds. So the main use cases we've thought about are for musicians to play remotely, bands who can collaborate more easily, share content online, and also share it with their fans. And we've also thought about some B2B developments, for instance, for music studios, music teachers, and also streaming platforms. So for us, the main goals in the coming month, first, we need to conduct more research on the latency topic and see how we can cross different technologies to reduce the latency to the lowest possible level. And then we would like to assemble a team of developers to create a first version of the solution that could go on the market by the end of 2020. And we're excited to join the acceleration program. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Alice, and congrats to you as well. Look forward to having the acceleration. And now let's switch to the fun engagement track, and let's have Ivan with us to introduce it.
Thanks, Anna, and congrats to the two winners already announced. Few words. Again, as Anna said, Olivier, it has been an immense pleasure to be part of the organization of all of this. But as we already said, this is a collective effort. As the organizers, plus the mentors, the partners, and the project, I think we are all at the same level trying to make a difference and use innovation as a positive step forward for us during and beyond this crisis. Fan engagement was a key piece of this whole initiative, along with access and venue, related to audience strategy and audience data-related topics, everything with fan interaction, but also immersive technology. And we received a bunch of projects and we selected 24 to go with us through the hackathon. It was super intense, I would say. A lot of incredible mental session, a lot of interaction. And the final output of this will be to announce now the two winners of this category. And I'm really pleased to welcome to the acceleration phase with us OW1 from France with Phil, we're gonna pitch in a few seconds, and Alicia from Germany with Bosco, also who will share his vision of this crazy project in a few seconds. Guys, warm welcome to you, and this is just the beginning, right? So the floor is yours.
Yes, let's start with Bosco and with his Alicia, please. Bosco? Okay, while we wait for him, maybe Phil, can you start instead? Are you there?
Do you see me?
Thank you very much, yes.
Okay, so hi everyone. It's been a pleasure to be with you during these 2 weeks. And well, to be honest, when we started, we basically were kind of on a mission. We wanted to recreate a memorable concert, even if it was online, by engaging the fan into audio contribution, because we strongly believe that if you go to a concert, you want to applaud, you want to sing, you want to be heard, and you want to be able to call for an encore. So this is the force of audio. And for the artist, it's the same. When you are playing, you don't like to play in front of a computer that has no reaction. You want to hear the public and the contribution of the public. And on top of that, having no way to exchange between the fan and the artist makes the money side of it pretty tricky. Who wants to pay for a concert when you cannot really interact? So this was our mission. And fortunately, we had some ideas of a solution. The idea was basically from the fan to the artist to create an audio upload channel to send a real audio contribution from the public to the artist, and from the artist to basically mix the feedback from the fans into a real audio contribution to the soundtrack of the audio live stream. And finally, to establish this personal aspect of the concert that you have when you go with friends and you want to share your experience with friends. So basically, we created a B2B platform which aims to concert venues, radio showcases, and festivals to provide kind of a value-added experience to the existing free live streaming. And this would allow the fan to have, I would say, the live context experience, which is a community experience, the private room from fan to fan experience, which is personal experience, but also to introduce some premium services like a VIP exchange before or after the concert with the artist that you like so much. So in short, the difference we have with the market, what we are proposing, which is a bit different, is that basically we want to use a crowd audio contribution to replicate a real concert and introduce a new type of job that we call the public MC, the master of ceremony, into a live concert. This person is in charge of boosting and monitoring the engagement of the fans, and in parallel, via the chat rooms, provide a shared experience between the fans. So, quick word about the team. We're probably not the youngest pixies in the team. We are mostly white goats coming from the mobile industry, internet, and web RTC technology, if you are familiar with this subject. But basically, in short, about these 2 weeks, it's been like playing a Tetris game, where you see the blocks falling always in the right place without having to move them. We wanted to use the audio channels, and we realized that it was really ringing the bell among the mentors. We also realized that our platform was pre-cabled for the automatic digital rights management, and that the fan rooms were a pretty useful idea. So we still have to work technical infrastructure, but also how to develop and to create this new job, which is basically the master of ceremony to engage the fans into the concert. So this is for my pitch. Thank you very much for all your energy, and we look forward to these coming weeks. Thank you.
Yeah, Olivier and all the others are applauding. We are applauding to all of you, of course. So imagine our applause. And Bosco, are you there now? I think, okay, let's keep going. You've been announced as a winner, and I let you pitch afterwards. I think you can try to just refresh the website and try to enter again. But of course, you are announced as a winner, just to let you know. So I think now we move on to the value track that was coordinated by Turo. So let him speak about that and announce the winners of the value track.
Hello, everyone. First of all, like many have already said, thanks for the mentors, the teams, the whole organization. It's been quite a ride for the couple of weeks. In general, Next Stage Challenge is a perfect example of collaboration of different European music industry and music tech players, and quite unique in that sense. And I'm super happy that I've been a part of this. But about the value track, why I think this is one of the crucial things in the whole business is obviously because as we've seen now, live streaming becoming the new normal, we are still lacking the ways to actually monetize music and content and make it profitable both to the artist but also other stakeholders in music industry. That's why we basically divided this challenge to two subtopics, one of them being monetization, so looking fresh and sustainable business models from live streaming, and the other one being rights management, which is more about looking how we could actually build a value proposal out from live streaming also to the wider music industry and other stakeholders who are also earning money and copyright revenues through music. Before I will announce the winners, I just want to say that all of the teams did a remarkable job, and if any one of you who didn't win want to continue rethinking and developing your ideas, feel free to contact. Let's go. The two winners of the value track are Team Koati and Kendra.io. Congratulations. First,
so let's.
The first one pitching will be Koati.
Hi, so we're really excited. This is Leslie and Yasmin with Team Koati, and we're calling in from Stockholm, Sweden. So we're a team of 10 music, marketing, tech, and business professionals who we joined together to start a tech-driven business for the music industry. And Koati is tackling the challenge to elevate remote music streams and nurture a fair, profitable, and thriving music ecosystem. So we were super excited now to get this news that we're selected to take part in the upcoming Next Stage Challenge Accelerate. And during this time, we're going to create a sustainable business taken to the future of shared music. We see a huge uptake of live music streams that are rapidly being offered. But the connection, there's many problems. The connection as a fan is missing. The quality is extremely varied, from horrible sound quality to high-priced, overproduced TV shows. And quite frankly, it's really boring as you don't have the interaction from the audience as part of the experience. And people want to have new things or shorter clips that are of interest. So there's very little monetization opportunities for the artists today. And venues and brand sponsors are also losing out on these canceled gigs as well. Our user usage shows that there's a need and interest to have these streamed events, or at least a portion of them, not only during the pandemic, but in the future as the venues open up and to bring this different connectivity and bring the music world to us no matter where we are. So during this Innovation 2-week challenge, we had some really exciting market validation. We have some signed on venues, independent artists, and a really exciting sponsor charity event that we are going to be able to announce in the near future. We're super excited about. And we plan to empower independent artists with easy-to-use tools to amplify the reach, a community to support them, for them to share advice and possibly collaborate, and also help them add immediate monetization option features. We're acting as a marketplace, which is how we are going to be monetized from this ourselves to make it sustainable. So something that's unique is how the venues, the sound recording studios, the cities, and the hospitality industry as a whole have been engaged in this topic. And we're envisioning a solution to bring in all of these players to empower musicians now and into the future. We're creating an app for the users to book and engage with the shows, and a mobile-first website with the user dashboard for the artists and the venues. Something really cool that we're working on is we're trying to take some of the different interaction that's in sports apps today, but it's not in music. For example, motion and activation tracking. And better yet, the advanced analytic engine to understand and grow with their fans and their sponsorship base. So we want to have this powerful dynamic matching tool to help invite collaborators from the community, as well as help them find new creation earning opportunities. So we don't have all the answers. We definitely have an amazing team. So shout out to Yasmin, Matilda, Cecilia, Julia, Katerina, Hashada, Davish, everyone that's been helping us from our mentor group, Turo. Thank you so much for everything. And so we're super excited to use the 6-week Next Stage Challenge to develop, validate, and build together with all of you and the expert mentors. And we're Koati, so let's elevate the remote music streams and nurture a fair, profitable, and thriving music ecosystem.
We are super excited for you as well, so thank you and congrats. So now, second value project, we have Kendrayo and we have Daniel for that. Thank you, Daniel.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Wonderful. Yes, Kendra.io is creating an app for artist managers and record labels to manage their rights and their assets. And we're building a dashboard for managing all of their different parts of their content value chain. The dashboard app plugs into all the services they use which have APIs. So we're bringing back the information into a single view for people to manage their data. And so this really works really well for example, sales reports that traditionally you'd have to log into Spotify Analytics and Google Analytics and all these different places. But now we can bring them back into one place, and we can actually then do analysis and compare between different services. And so this will all save time in administration of rights and assets. It'll also really help with aggregating sales reports and fan engagement. And I'd really like to thank the current team, Darren, who's working on development, and Lena, who's helping with marketing and business development. Yeah, I think it's short and sweet.
It's great. Thank you very much. Thank you, Daniel, for your pitch, and yeah, congrats to you as well and to all the team.
Thank you.
So now let's try with Bosco again. Bosco, can you hear us?
I cannot tell the whole story on behalf of Bosco, but what I can tell you as the coordinator of the track is that his project has been bootstrapped, especially during for the hackathon. Alicia has been around as a AI music startup for quite some time, and Bosco managed to develop a full-length, full-stack environment, immersive environment to experience new types of live experience in a full 3D design environment, and it's super impressive. And we look forward to helping his project to move to the next step during the acceleration phase. That's the only thing I can say. But Bosco, we miss you, guy.
Yeah, like he's a great guy, you have to know, but at some point you will know him. Let's move on and try to a last attempt in the end. But let me give you the word now to Jérôme to announce the 6 projects from Fastrack that yesterday pitched, and the selected ones will be announced right now. So thank you. Oh, I see Bosco. Bosco, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Finally, it's technology.
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Yeah, cameraman. Yeah.
Okay, now you see my background. I actually had a nice laptop with a nice background, so you don't see the mess behind me. But it's live, so sorry that I couldn't make it the minutes ago. But someday I need to get a new laptop, I guess. Yeah. Well, now I'm here, and I can little quick introduce to Alicia Spaces. So Alicia Spaces is actually a little a new kind of virtual world. I mean, you all know Fortnite, and you heard that it's a huge success when it comes to different music venues. And I experienced some of them, but I have the feeling, maybe I'm a little old school about this, but I need a little bit more human-like touch. So I'm not into this gaming world that much. But I like the concept. It's brilliant to create new worlds where you can get together with your friends and enjoy concerts, artists, and stuff like that. And yeah, that's actually what Alicia Spaces is all about. So you have different spaces for concerts, for club and DJ gigs, and even you can discover new artists, labels, and it's all around entertainment, so to say. The special thing about it is that everyone with an internet connection and screen will be able to enjoy all these spaces. And yeah, I'm really overwhelmed, so to say, because I just noticed spontaneously that I got selected and won. And so I'm quite happy and looking forward to the next weeks to really work on the project, and afterwards you will all see what I'm talking about. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and sorry about the inconvenience, but it's working then. So thank you very much, and congrats again. So thank you and congrats to all of you, to Alice, to Daniel, to Leslie, to Phil, to Bosco, to Stefano, really to all of you. So thanks a lot. And yeah, now it's Jérôme's turn. He as I said, he will announce the Fastrack project that pitched yesterday and the 6 winning ones. So please, Jérôme.
Thank you, Anna. Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. As my dear fellow friends from Next Stage Challenge, it was a real pleasure to organize this last weeks. It was not easy every day, but it was a great experience. Thank you to all mentors. Thank you to all projects, attendees. Thank you very much. So now I will share my screen to show you the winners and of the pitch session of yesterday. So for those who wasn't there yesterday, we organized so some projects. You just hear the 6 winners of the hackathon, but some projects, more mature projects, had the chance also to pitch yesterday in front of very qualitative jury. 25 projects that pitched, and we have selected 6 of them. That doesn't mean that the other one are not great, but we have to choose. And as Turo told a little bit earlier, if you want to be connected with us and to continue the development of your project, do not hesitate to contact us. So the Fastrack winners are Graham From, Stagecast, OmniLive, Hyperlive, Patch XR, and Tapeable. They will not pitch today because, as Anna told you a little bit earlier, yesterday the session was very long, very interesting, but very long. You will have the opportunity to hear them a little bit later during the demo day at the end of the acceleration program. So congratulations to all of you guys. Now a little bit of information concerning the acceleration program. So the main objective of it is to help the project, the 12 selected project, more on the customer development. And we will organize it in 6 weeks. So we will not ask them to be behind the screen 8 hours a day. It will be 5 days a week and maximum 3 hours a day, in on average 1 hour or 2 hours. It will be from the 28th of May to the 9th of July. And we will work on vision and validation, revenue and customer development, branding and legal, go-to-market and product development, growth and equity and funding. And finally, during the World California Music Tech Summit, they will have the opportunity to network online in a virtual world, and also during the demo day to showcase what they have done in 6 weeks. During this program, more than only business it's great, but then only business talks. Then they will have the opportunity also to listen to music industry talks and VC talks, and also to be part of some virtual meetups. So that's it. If I can conclude my presentation, is to tell you that it's not the end. What we have done, all of us, in those 2 weeks, are pretty awesome. Continue to use, please, the Slack. The Slack will continue working in the following weeks and I hope years. And I'm at your disposal if you have more questions concerning the accelerator.
Thank you very much, Jérôme. So I think we're pretty much done. It was quick. Maybe we were exhausted by the session of yesterday. That was very interesting, but very long. So Nothing. I just want to thank all the people that are in this room. Some of them you can see them, you saw them in the screen. Some of them are here, but you don't see them. So the beautiful team. It was a real pleasure to work with you, and to thank Ivan for the coordination of all these, and all of the other people for all the efforts that they put. And a special thanks also to all the Music Innovation Hub team that made this open session possible very quickly. So thank you very much. And yeah, I think that's it. I give you the word to whoever wants to have the last one.
I just want to say cheers and salut, or santé, as we say in French, which means a lot in this current period. But also a quick word saying this is really, really, really something we can be proud of. Is also to having brought all together top tier level industry people like the big majors, some venues, some promoters, some right owners, some collective society, but also artists. Artists were fully on board. Yesterday we had more than 3.5 sessions of pitching session, tough one. We had an artist as a jury, answering back to back to every questions, and also proposing to most of the project to beta test what's coming next. And this is really what we can be proud of. Artists, tech people, developers, designers, music people, venues, creative people, not all together. This is not like a peace and love cheesy thing, but this is for real, because in this momentum, we need more than a value gap discussion. We need a value creation discussion with innovation as a leverage, with music at the core. And I think this is something, all again, we can be all proud of. So cheers to everyone.
Thank you, guys.